welcome to This Day. It is Thursday, January 27th, and we don't have any meetings to tell you about today, so we'll just jump to who's on our show. Well, we have May Roberts here from the Florence Sylvester Senior Center, and boy, do they have lots of activities. They always have tons of things going on, and of course, they partner with AgeWell Senior Services, so they provide lots of different things to our community. And then we talk to the folks from, well, Michelle and Gail from Dying 101. Now, while that doesn't seem like a great subject to talk about, it's a very important one, and how you have someone who can advocate for you when the time comes. All right, let's go ahead and take a look at our weather. We are looking at sunshine skies today and the rest of the week. No fog this morning. We are looking at beautiful skies today, 71-44. Then tomorrow, quite a bit warmer, 75-48. Then back down to 70-51. Sunday, 68-47. And then Monday, partly sunny, 66-48. Our sunrise this morning was at 6:50, and our sunset will be at 5:17. And Debbie, thank you for sending in this gorgeous photo. We've got the lavender in the foreground with beautiful vines in the background. So thank you so much. Great shot. You can send a photo that you would like to share with our community to Laguna Woods Village TV at gmail.com. Please make sure it is an original photo and that it is high resolution, so it looks really good on our screens. All right, when we come back, we will have May Roberts, so stick around.
At Freedom Village Assisted Living, we provide loving care and support when your loved one needs it most. We believe in laughing more and caring more. Dining will be an experience, not just a meal. We offer opportunities to create new memories. Your family will feel like they are part of our family as we work toward creating an extraordinary difference in lives worth living. To schedule a tour and complimentary lunch, and for more information, please call us at 949-340-8108 or visit our website, freedomvillage.org.
I'm so happy to recommend Dr. Fairman. I've been going to her for 9 years. She's done implants, crowns, bridges, root canals, and I've been happy with everything that she's done. The staff is so friendly and pleasant, kind, and gentle. I would recommend her to anyone.
We are now fully open for all your dental needs and invite you to come in and experience the Brilliant Smile difference.
We are close to Gate 6 near Snooty Fox Restaurant behind Coco's.
All great healthcare organizations care, but the best dare to reach higher. At Hoag, we lead with life-saving clinical trials and advanced therapies. Our world-renowned specialists innovate with state-of-the-art technologies like virtual reality and robotics. Hoag is the #1 hospital in Orange County 4 years in a row. Now, more than ever, your healthcare choices matter. Choose Hoag.
During the pandemic, thousands turned to AgeWell for help. Since March of last year, AgeWell has provided Orange County seniors with more than 40,000 grab-and-go lunches, 500,000 home-delivered meals, as well as transportation and case management services. We were there for you then, and we're here for you now. Stay strong. Stay well. Age well. Learn more about our services or how to get involved today at myagewell.org.
Welcome back. As I mentioned, we have May Roberts here, who's always a delight. Well, thank you for joining us today. How are you?
Great, thanks. Thanks for having me.
You always have a smile on your face. I know you love your job, and I know they love you. Things are going well?
They are. I mean, despite we've had a few challenges the last couple weeks,
right,
that, which does not need to be mentioned. But we're being flexible, and, we're just rolling with it and trying to make everything work.
Good. Well, I know it has been challenging, and we were just saying off camera that we felt like we were over the hump, and now we have some setbacks, so just a few wrenches, but you guys are working through it. So with that said, we can talk about some of the events that you do have. So emeritus classes, tell me what's happening there.
So both Saddleback and Irvine Valley College are our partners with our Emeritus Institute classes, and they've scaled way back due to COVID, and they keep pushing things back to be online, but we are still having them. So as of yesterday, it's still going to be online until February 23rd, and then they'll be back in our building. So we'll have both our current issues classes and some other arts classes. So, and I think there's still time to sign up.
Oh, good. Okay, good. But as of now, it's remote, and then hopefully next month you will have them back at your facility.
Hopefully.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. Excellent. So let's talk about an arts play. Now, is this what is this? This is a class, or what is it?
This is a class. It's this is so cool. It is a program that I've been working with Gafar Porazar. He is a gentleman. He has such an interesting background, but most recently he was with the Beijing Opera, and he has worked a lot with some PhD people from UCI, excuse me. And it's all about different kinds of body movement. So it's all kinds of arts, everything from mime to acrobatics to physical comedy. Anything that gets you into that play mode, and this has proven to be especially effective for Parkinson's.
Wow.
So, I mean, I just want to give this one example of play. I kind of forgot play myself, and I started yoga a few years ago, and I remember the first time I did a somersault, there's a sort of an awakening inside of you to be able to play as an adult.
Right, well, that's true.
It's really fun.
You know what? You're right, because now I'm trying to think, well, when's the last time I did a somersault, right? But then you would also think that many folks would not even want to attempt to do a somersault. So when he guides people on how to do this, is he have mats on the floor? I mean, what is he actually having them do?
It's all kinds of arts, and it's all at each individual's ability. So people aren't going to be asked to hang from the ceiling and do acrobatics, but it is a way of getting into the psychology that is combined with body movement that will basically strengthen the auxiliary muscles that some people, it might not help, but a lot of people experience far less pain. They experience delayed symptoms of Parkinson's, and it's just really a fun way to be together and to move your body.
That sounds great. Now, when would that start?
This starts in February. It's going to be, I believe, on Mondays. And you can call the center and sign up. So you don't have to have Parkinson's. That's a really cool thing to do this, but it is designed to help with those kinds of movements.
Well, and another thing is that if you think about Tai Chi and yoga and Pilates and a lot of those things, is that's a structured control of your movement, right? So, you know, you do those types of movements, but you're controlling those movements. So hopefully this is kind of what he's getting at, is not only are you controlling your movements, but you're also experiencing that you still can move.
Exactly.
Yeah. Oh, that's great. That's great. All right, a couple of things you guys have. So DMV written test preparation training. You're still doing that?
We're still doing that. In fact, Fred Geller has been amazing. If someone can't fit into the DMV schedule, he will usually try to make it happen if all possible. So calm your nerves, sign up.
Well, that's good, because I'm sure that there's a lot of anxiety that goes along with that. All right, and then bingo, the So Much Fun bingo.
Yes, we're building actually. So, and there's a minimum $20 payout. So every game wins $20. No matter how many people are there. And that's actually today. So that's one of the things we haven't had to cancel. And we're having a lot of people show up.
And that's at 1 o'clock.
Yes.
And then if you want to participate, it's 949-380-0155. So excellent. All right, good. Now, poker.
Yes.
Nice. So what brought that one on?
There are a group of women at the center that play poker there every Tuesday and Thursday.
Good.
So they are serious about it, and they have opened it up to anyone who wants to join. So I put it on the calendur. Come down and play poker.
It. Well, is it like Texas Hold'em, or what kind of poker?
I think it's Texas Hold'em with some different wild cards. I had an epic poker game this last weekend at my house, and I told Ava that I might join them.
I love it.
Getting ready.
Why not? It's at noon. You just mosey on over, bring your lunch, and you can play poker. That's fun. And then I know you guys have an ongoing Dance Factory Balance, Strength, and Flexibility, which has been ongoing.
That's right. And more people are coming. This is just a really fun class. There's great music. They're very engaged. And then we've added another balance class that starts in February. And that's a little bit different. It's with Dr. Wayne Chen. They're opening a physical therapy store here in Laguna Woods, and he's going to deal with specifically vertigo, balance, and mobility. So very different, but addressing a lot of the same kind of strengthening exercises.
Oh, that's great. Now, what do you mean he's opening a store?
They're opening a practice. I'm sorry.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's okay. But that's over here at Memorial Care, right? It's Saddleback?
No, this is here in Laguna Woods.
Oh, here
it's
in Laguna
independent.
Woods.
It'll be Ascend Therapy, and they are doing this complimentary for a minimum of 2 months.
Okay.
So these are exercises you can learn and you can take home with you.
Oh, I love it. Okay, good. And then let's talk about Dr. Trin. You know, he's always got some great things. It looks like you guys are doing a series.
Yes. So every every first Monday of the month, he has a different topic. So I believe in February it's the mind-body connection.
Okay.
So we're doing a lot with mind-body connection.
Yeah, it sounds
this
like
month.
it. Well, you know what? That's a good way for everybody to start off the new year, get to know what your body is capable of doing and what you can't do and things you need to work on.
That's right.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for being here. We appreciate it.
Oh, thank you. We appreciate it.
You're welcome. And if you want more information about any of the things that we've talked about, plus I know there's so much more that I may want to talk about, but you can call 949-380-0155 for more information. We'll be right back.
Hi, welcome to Pacific Financial Planners. We focus on income replacement for your retirement. We have over 3 decades of professional money management experience. We personalize a plan that's right for you and your family. You only get one shot at retirement. Don't you think you better get it right? So give us a call for your free consultation. We can do this over the phone, via Zoom, or in person.
Are you frustrated with your health care and neglecting your health? Are you tired of leaving work or family to take care of your health? Meet Cure Medical. Healthcare made simple. It comes straight to your doorstep. From prevention to managing chronic conditions, let Cure Medical take care of all your primary care needs. Annual exams, lab work, EKGs, and more are all done in the convenience of the mobile clinic. Cure Medical, close to home, far from ordinary.
The next thing we want to talk about is highly controversial, but I think is extremely important for patients.
Actually, I think it's important for families too.
Welcome back. All right, well, we've got Michael Demeratz and Gail Kazan-Reiser here with a very important subject, Dying 101. But of course, there's more to it than just Dying 101. So thank you both for joining me today.
Yeah, thank you for having us.
Yeah,
nice to see you again.
Nice being with you.
You know, we're getting good information and feedback from our viewers who have already seen you.
Yes.
Which is wonderful. So obviously there is a need and you're helping those people. So before we get a little bit more into detail, let's just have a reintroduction of you two, and I'll just start with you, Michael, since you're on the end.
Okay. My name is Michael Demeratz, and I'm a licensed clinical social worker, and I do have my PhD, but because it's a PhD, it's not an MD, I don't usually tell people to call me doctor because it confuses them, and especially in a medical setting.
Right.
I've been working in end-of-life care for more than 30 years, and have a great passion for the work. So,
That's awesome.
I'm very happy to be here to take another opportunity to share with the viewers.
Well, exactly. And how about you?
Hi, I'm Gail Kazan-Reiser. I was a business executive in Orange County for 30 years. I became quite ill with hepatitis C. I was given a very short period of time to live, and I asked to go into a group of other dying patients. I didn't want to be with normal people. I have a background in medicine and I have a background in therapy. And I went into this group. I ended up staying for 12 years. It was AIDS Services Foundation. There were multiple deaths. We did a therapy group, a support group, and a women's group in the 12 years I was with them. And out of that, Michael joined me for 6 years with the support group. My husband, who got a second degree and a second career, was doing significant other family and friends. And the three of us decided that we were going to do the book, that we were tired of taking care of and helping one patient at a time.
Right.
So originally the book was published in 1995, and we updated it in 2017 and republished, thanks to Amazon, in 2018.
Okay. Now, one thing that I'll say in reading through the book is that communication and having a conversation is really important. But as I'm sure you have found out, that just starting that conversation really is difficult. So where do you start?
Well, you really have to decide who is going to be that person that is going to act on your behalf if you can't speak. If you can't speak, you have to have someone who knows your values, knows your goals of care, and can forcefully advocate for your positions, because they're going to need to speak up.
Right, okay.
One of the examples we use is the current pandemic. You arrive in the ER, and unfortunately the physician tells you they have to put you on a ventilator. So it becomes critical to have an advocate. And that advocate should know you, the depth of you, not the surface.
Right.
So we're going to be going into more of how to choose that individual as we get on with our interview. Conversation is critical. Conversation with yourself first, because that's what happens. You get the news and you immediately go into your own head, and you then have to figure out a way to get it out of your head and express yourself appropriately and properly with a group that will be your support system throughout the process.
And you know, I've read a lot about how you assist maybe a father or a mother who are going through something, but it's really hard for them to get it out, like you said. I mean, it's just like they don't want to either think about the dying process or think about what's happening. So just actually getting out. However, because most of our residents are of the age, you know, 55 and over or 65 and over, they're already possibly talking with other people amongst themselves in their communities. So what do they need to do, or you know, what do they need to do to start the conversation about a particular type of crisis? Like if they are dying, should they go to someone, like you said, is it the immediate family, or do they start talking to their friends?
I think that, you know, if you're in this chapter of your life, you've already had some of the thoughts in your head about who's going to act in my behalf, because we're all discussing these things. And if you live in this community, you're probably thinking of it more so than anybody else in your family. And so bringing it up first to family is going to be a challenge, because they don't want to hear it. They really don't want to hear that you're dying, or that you're in your last chapter. And you know, someone that's 95 years old who's still alert and with it really is facing the last chapter of their life. They're not going to live to be 120. So at this point, they've really got to start to think about, well, if I can't speak, who will speak for me? Is it a family member? Is it a close friend?
Quite often, it is not a family member. The resistance on part of the family for you to even discuss it is going to become quite apparent when you begin the conversation with them. When you have to go home and say to your mate, your partner, your brother or your sister, well, we don't want to hear that. You're not going to die. They're going to find a way. So there's a constant pushback and if the larger the family, the more pushback you're going to get, and they're going to collude against you. You're going to, we don't want to hear that. That's the first thing. So then you go to the outside world. Who's your best friend? Who's maybe your rabbi, your priest, your clergy member in any sense? You talk to your best friend. There'll be resistance and pushback from the friend, but not as much as there will be from the family. So the next alternative is the walk-in. And Michael and I are walk-ins. We're people with knowledge and information who have the patience and the interest to sit quietly and listen to you. And that becomes extremely important as well.
And we can help you kind of decide who that person would be, and running different scenarios and saying, is this person going to act with your goals in mind,
right,
as opposed to their own? Because they may impose their own feelings about this and say, oh, this is what they said before, but we disagree.
Don't really mean it.
Right.
You know? Yeah.
Well, and that's a really good point. I was going to go back to where you have friends, because at some point you probably have a best friend that you've been discussing everything with. So maybe that would be a person that could relay the information to the family. Can you do something like that?
Absolutely. You know, one of the things that's the most important thing is really to get them in an official capacity with you, so that they actually have the authority to speak. Okay. It's vital. And there's documentation and things that you can do legally to make that possible.
Right.
And the earlier that you do that, so that you can actually, you don't want the family finding this out after you can't speak. Oh, by the way, Harriet is going to speak for me, but I can't even tell you why I chose Harriet, and why didn't I pick a family member? So.
Right. Well, also, what is the, now I know there's legal documentation, but I do find that with my aunt and also my father, they just wrote stuff down. Okay, here's what I want my funeral to be like, here's what I want to have happen, blah, 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 that kind of thing. But that really isn't a legal document, is it?
No, it's called a durable power of attorney for health care, separate from your durable power of attorney for finance.
Okay.
So you're only dealing with the patient and their needs and their wishes. And from a patient point of view, you have to understand that you are going to get pushback from that individual. And you also need to protect that individual, because you're going to get resistance from your family members. But if you don't choose them wisely and communicate wisely and find out their needs, you will leave them damaged. Because the final act is a DNR.
Oh, right.
Do I resuscitate? Do I get put on a feeding tube? Do I stop treatment? And you're going to get, again, it's pushback. So the longer the conversation can go on, the more involved they are with your medical, going to doctor's appointments with you, the cleaner the process is going to be. And they are going to get angry with you. They are going to cry. They're going to go through all of the emotional cathartic that you as the patient are going through, because they love you and they don't want to make that decision with you.
There's something else that's really important, and she mentioned about going to doctor's appointments. The physician, your physician really needs to know how you feel about these issues while you're of sound mind, because asking you these things whenever you're in a desperate situation, a crisis in the acute care setting, is not the time for the physician just to find out this is what your wishes are. They need to be part of the conversation ongoing.
Exactly. Well, exactly, and that does depend on the relationship that you have with your physician. Now, of course, we have run out of time. However, we will be discussing this in our Your Health segment that will be coming up in the next month or so. So I appreciate you being here with us.
Thank you
so very much. We appreciate it.
Yes.
You're welcome. And as I mentioned, we are going to be having a lengthier discussion about this topic, as well as their book, Dying 101, in an upcoming segment of Your Health that will air in January. Thank you for joining us. We'll be right back.
We're going to spend some time today just talking about different aspects of the pandemic.
One of our goals is to go into the medical community for people that are in crisis.
Welcome back. Well, we have just a couple of announcements for you. Zumba classes are going on, and you can check those out right here in the Village every Tuesday from 10 to 11 a.m. Now, you do need to reserve your spot, so you will want to get in touch with Zumba Tracy at 516-639-4987, or you can email her at tracymurray41@gmail.com. Also, meditation. So the complete opposite of Zumba is you can do stressless mindfulness meditation with Lois Rubin. That's from 11 to noon on Mondays. It is through Zoom and it is free. So to participate, you will want to email soulhlr@yahoo.com, or you can call Recreation at 949-597-4273. Now, January 31st is coming up here, not too far, and the Old Pros are going to have a very fun event. It's kind of a country western theme. It's going to be at 7 p.m. at Clubhouse 5. It's bring your own everything, so food and drinks. You can have fun. $10 tickets, but there is going to be a band. And the proceeds benefit the Laguna Woods Equestrian Center. So if you want more information about that, ocoldpros.org. Now, another thing that's also going on here is tap dance class. Now, of course, it's not the literal tap dance. It is tapping your feet to some music and doing a few little choreographies with Laura Fremont, and that's on Thursdays from 10:30 to 11:30. Clubhouse 5 Fitness Room, and if you want to participate, it is $25 for 5 classes. Your first class is free. Call 949-597-4273 or email recreation@vmsinc.org. All right, let's take a look at our weather before we head out. As I mentioned, it is going to be beautiful next few days. We aren't looking at any rain for a while. Partly cloudy skies here and there this week, but we are looking at mostly sunshine. 71-44, 75-48, 70-51, Sunday 68-47, and then Monday 66-48. Have a great day in the Village. We'll be back again tomorrow right here on Village Television at 9 a.m. Have a great day. Bye-bye.
What's easier than blowing out 65 candles? Choosing an Alignment Medicare health plan that's tailored specifically to you. Need access to 24/7 telehealth and concierge services? You got it. Members also receive an Alignment Health Plan Black Card with a monthly allowance and rewards for engaging with your health. At Alignment Health Plan, we don't think of these things as extras, just things you deserve. Save your wish for something that isn't healthcare related. Call or visit our website today to enroll in an Alignment Health Plan.
City of Hope is speeding cancer research and treatment to Orange County.
Go get a second opinion, third opinion. Go see somebody who has the expertise, because nowadays there is just so much research in every type of cancer that it's hard for one doctor to keep up to date with all the novel therapeutics and etc. So I think it's extremely, extremely important.
Even though some things are far away, we plan for them ahead of time because they're important. When it comes to your celebration of life, it's really no different. You want to plan ahead now so your family doesn't have to later, and create a service that reflects your values, character, and traditions, no matter what they may be. At Dignity Memorial, we listen to every detail and make sure everyone is remembered.